Let's analyze together what happened with SERV stock. Look at that, we have a double support area at $10. What happened, Enrique?
Let's see what's going on. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. Wow, 26% just today. Very interesting, this stock. We analyzed it in the past. You can see the price action right there. We have a lot of green lines right here, like the matrix chart, we could say. Very interesting movement. We also have this latest resistance area that we could draw right here, being broken out, kind of a false breakout for now because it didn't quite made it to the upper part, but maybe this is the breakout that starts the movement to the upper part of this chart, making new highs, or maybe we see the rejection again, visiting lower prices and maybe even lower. That would be something interesting in both cases, you know, to analyze and to talk about it. Let us know in the comments your opinion, because we're always happy to learn from you. And you know, 27% today, will it continue or not? Let us know below.
Enrique, I need to see the forecast, because in order to assess if it's going to continue to go up or maybe it will to go down, you know, we need to see exactly the next expected forecast that we have right here. So what we are talking about, let's see, we're talking about like a minus 0.15 and the next one minus 0.15 as well. That's very interesting, because this is actually a good result, you know, in terms of the expectations. And we don't have much data, but from we can gather from here, remember guys, what happened in the previous quarter, in the second one, it was like double the losses, you know. So obviously if they make it to 0.15, obviously this is a huge improvement in the company, and you know, this incredible upside potential that we are experiencing right now, it will be justified.
Yeah, and also we have from the price target section, we have just one analyst offering 1 year price forecast, and the estimate is around $8. So minus 39% more or less from these levels. But then we have analyst rating with this type of indicator, strong by one analyst also. So the same that we had in the previous stock with Maxion. In this case, we have the price target in the bearish side and the analyst with the stock rating in the positive side. So which direction do you take and why? Let us know in the comments below. Let's go back to the chart, because I think this is a very interesting asset to analyze from the technical analysis perspective, because we can clearly see that let me draw a vertical line so you see the level that I'm talking about. In this moment, the stock, well, a little bit earlier, maybe during the latest highs, you can see that the stock was in a very bullish territory. Let's see the exact percentage from that movement that started around $2. We are talking about an upside of more than 900%. And if we take lower prices, it even reached the 1,000 territory. You know, that type of trades are completely insane. But from there, we saw this kind of correction, you know, very, very strong, that reached that level of $10, and that was also the latest movement where the price bounced. So it could be talked about as a support area. But that minus 57% is interesting, because we saw the breakout of this area right here, but the price bounced with a lot of strength right there. They started to create this resistance area, so maybe we could say like the correction hasn't ended yet, but it's interesting that another bounce. So in this type of stocks with these movements to the upside, very bullish, very volatile, when you see the movement to the downside after those type of bullish hype, bullish hype upsides, we would call them, you tend to see like the correction is very dramatic and the crash is even higher than previous prices. But this one seemed to be different, at least from what we can see right now. And that's my question for you. Do you think this will be holding around these levels and we would visit higher prices? Or do you think this is just like the same as other stocks, but in this case is a little bit delayed, we could say? Let us know in the comments your opinion.
Yeah, we're gonna actually read the comments in the next video of SERV, and actually we have a couple of comments that we can read here too. Let's actually, you know, draw this line, because what we are watching right now, we have a lot of lines right here, but we have a kind of a triangle, you know, with a support level at the bottom, you know, at $10. This is the strongest area, and actually we're gonna draw it like a little bit with more presence, so to speak. And then we have the main resistance level, I would say, is this blue one. I'm gonna actually draw it in green and also strong. So these are the two lines that we need to pay attention to, because if we right now experiencing a breakout on the outside, that's the surprising thing. If it continues to go up, it could go back to $24, which is insane, but it could happen, you know, based on technical analysis. If not, what we can experience is like another attempt to the $10 area, and from there, if we see a breakout on below that area, it could go back to the $7 rapidly. So two different scenarios. We don't know yet what's gonna happen because we are in the middle of this movement. So we are about to see if it's gonna go up or down probably in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of options as usual in trading. Anything could happen, so we will have to prepare for everything. In our opinion, as traders, we don't have to be biased. We have to choose the best possible options always, and you have to be open-minded sometimes. So from previous videos, we have some comments. Let me paste them right here very, very fast. I'm going to paste also kind of our answers. I don't know if you can see them right there, Alvaro.
I can.
Okay. It's a little bit messy, but we didn't have time to it is kind of improvised, but let's go. This is Trading HT. We're prepared. Let's go. Remember to hit that like button also and to subscribe. Thank you very much. We have the first comment. It was our question as usual, but then we have Peter Chop Chop. Okay, the names as usual. I think we will read them, but take
Nice
into account
name.
the pronunciation or kind of that things. Thanks for the video. I noticed we have entered a trading range between 14 and 16 and $17. I am expecting new rally from the current support level. Oh, I can read it. If support, I can't read the rest. Read it, Alvaro.
I lost it. I lost the whole comment. We need to paste it again. Just a
Okay.
couple of seconds. Actually gonna. Yeah.
There you go.
Now I can see it again. So yeah,
Okay.
I can trade between 14 and the $17
17,
area.
yeah.
I'm expecting a new rally from current support level if earnings and corporate update next Tuesday, August 13, are positive. It may break out the current all-time high at $24. Actually, it's like what we said, right?
Yeah, kind of, thank you for your opinion. Very informative, and we like those types of comments. You give also a lot of information.
I agree with
it's
him.
interesting.
I
Yeah, to take into
agree with
account-
Chop Chop.
It's interesting to take into account, the earnings perspective. We didn't comment it. Let's go in the daily chart. I think we can see with more detail that latest earnings, were very, very interesting. From the earnings side was kind of, the negative factor right there. You can see the negative surprise factor. But then in the revenue, it was positive. So as usual, mixed opinions when you have this type of data. But, this obviously affected the price, and you can see the reaction of the market, and we have to wait how this week closes and also this month. But for now, it seems like at least this level of $10 helped very, very well. So let us know in the comments if you see the same perspective or you have a different opinion. Thank you for that comment, Peter Chop Chop. And we have other comment from you that we will read later. The next comment, let's see.
Let's see how it goes. No, I think
it's our answer. I mean, the from another subscriber.
I'm confused about that. I mean, everything is so messy right here. Okay, yeah, we have another comment with Jakey Jazz. It's like, I have bought at $21. What should I do? Okay, in terms of risk management, and that's actually the worst possible entry. I mean, one of the possible worst entries. I'm sorry about that. It happens, you tend to follow the hype, and when you enter your position, it's like you realize it's like the worst case scenario about that particular entry. So at this particular level, it depends on the losses that you have. In that case, in my case, I prefer to avoid those entries. I mean, I enter at the middle or at the earlier stages of the upturn, but not at the end, because then you tend to hold the stock in losses, and you tend to not to realize the losses, and that when things get messy.
Yeah, exactly. And as usual, we just state here all the information that we have. We like to share with you all our opinion, trading experience, etc. But we can't tell you the exact answer because we don't know the future, and it all depends your trading plan, your trading style. But of course, what we recommend is always learning the most possible, of its outcome. If it's positive or negative, you can always learn and improve for the next trades. We have another question, comment right here, Jason Berg. Bro, same here. That's why I'm currently watching this video. So we assume for that you also bought around those area. It happens a lot, more than you tend to think, because earlier in our trading stages, we could say, Alvaro and I, we bought a lot of stocks at the worst possible moment, or maybe not the worst if you see the long-term perspective. That's why I mean it all depends in your trading style. But a lot of people tend to buy the stocks, at the highest peak, and then they sell at the lowest possible part when it starts to bounce again. And it happened to a lot of us. That's what I say, that always you have to learn from those trading experiences, and for the next trades be more prepared. And then we also have our answer. Thanks for sharing your experience. Thank you again. Then we have Psychology of Trading. I recommend that book, and I think Alvaro also. That completely changed my perspective, and it also has a lot of cases from people that were talking with these psychologists about their trading styles, etc. And it gives a lot of hints and clues of how you can improve your trading psychology, and in that way your trading. Indeed, very interesting. Then we have another comment right there from Peter Chop, the second one. I will hold it. They are announcing earnings and corporate updates on August 13th, and I am expecting new stock increase by that time. So you can see from that point the price went up. So good good forecast from here. What we
Mr.
can see.
Chop.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see if it continues or not. We don't know the future, but for now it seems to be a positive news for this type of market. You can see right there the price action. So again, let us know if you think the same, and what kind of forecast do you have. And I like that this time you gave like different information based on the earnings, based on the price action that you saw. So I always like to learn from the comments of our subscribers also.
Yeah, something like a last thing that I should recommend you to do is like to go to the 4-hour chart, activate the RSI and MACD, and activate, actually you are using TradingView, the logarithmic MACD, because here you can see actually the worst and possible areas to buy and sell a stock. So for instance, right now, that person, you know, that that friend that we have right here that bought at $21, you can clearly see right here, it's at the top area of the RSI, overbought territory, very risky situation to do that in that particular moment. And the MACD, you can clearly see exactly the same thing, you know, like a very risky situation to buy a stock in that particular moment. It's better to do that at the bottom areas of the RSI and MACD.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, these indicators, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but when you have the overbought territory, it's more probable like the stock will continue to, you know, will kind of correct at that area, or will start the movement to the downside. And the opposite is also true from the probabilistic point of view, from technical analysis. But you have to take into account different trading styles, different trading strategies. But of course, buying at those levels, you have to take into account that you are buying indeed in the overbought territory from the RSI and the MACD perspective. And the other is also true, you bought at lower prices, we are buying at the oversold territory. So maybe that could be an interesting trading style that you could take a look. There are multiple videos about it in YouTube and multiple books. We also have like from John Murphy, I think it's called Technical Analysis. That's another very interesting book where you can learn a lot from that indicators and technical side. So thank you very much for letting us know all your opinions, all your comments. We like to read them with you and comment them. In the next video, we will read the comments that you leave in this video right now. Let us know your forecast, if you changed opinions or not. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to TradingHD, and if you're already TradingHD honest traders, thank you very much. Let's go.
Bye-bye.